Hi everyone, welcome to Mash Math. Today we are going to study in this video about the topics that are included for the exam. So in this video we will see only the topic that are included for the exams. So whatever is included that you have to study. So this is the revised syllabus for class 10 standard for this year 2020. So please open your book. As I am marking, kindly you mark the questions which you have to study. Please open chapter 1, real numbers. You have to study the introduction part for this real number. Whatever I have taught you the introduction, that part you have to study. Next, page 5. Next, page 5 you take. In that example 1 you have to study. And then page 7. On page 7 in exercise 1.1 you have question 1 you have to study. Rest these are not included. So only question 1 you have to study. Then you have study the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So this concept you have to study. Then based on that you have example 6 which you have to study, example 7 you have to study, and example 8 you have to study. And then in exercise 1.2 question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4 you have to study. This 5, 6, 7 you have to exclude. It doesn't come. So only 1 to 4 these questions you have to study. Then next page 15 you take. Page 15 1.5 revising rational numbers and their decimal expansions. So about the revisiting rational numbers and their decimal expansions. So you have to study about the rational numbers and their decimal expansions which I have taught you in the video. So you have to study. Then theorem 1.7 you have to study. That is how to write in the PQ form. So that you have to study. So that's it for chapter 1. Now take chapter 2, polynomials. In that introduction part you have to study. What is polynomial? And I have taught you the introduction. So that part you have to study. Then 2.2 geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. So this also in the introduction part I have explained to you what is called zeros of the polynomial. So that also you have to study. Then comes example 1. So this example 1 you have to go through. That is based on the zeros of the polynomial only. Then exercise 2.1 you have question 1. So this also you have to study. Then you have 2.3 relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So this topic also I have taught you. You have to study the relationship between zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial. Then example 2 you have to study, page number 30. Example 2 you have to study, example 3 you have to study, and example 4 also you have to study. Then example 5 you have to study. Then exercise 2.2 question page number 33, exercise 2.2. In that question 1 you have to study and question 2 you have to study. Then 2.3 nothing is there, so you don't need to do anything from here. Then now come to chapter 3. Chapter 3 introduction part you have to go through. What is pair of linear equations in two variables, that you have to understand the concept. And then pair of linear equations in two variables. This also I have taught you. This concept also you have to study. And example 1 you have to study. Example 2 also you have to study. Example 3 also you have to study. Then exercise 3.1 you don't have. Then 3.3 graphical method of solution of a pair of linear equations. So this you have to understand the concept, you have to study what is the graphical method of solution of a pair of linear equations. Then based on that you have example 4 you have to study. Then example 5 you have to study, example 6 you have to study. And in exercise 3.2 question 2 you have to study, question 3 you have to study. And question 5 also you have to study. Rest of the questions you don't need to study. So in exercise 3.2 you have question 2, question 3 and question 5. Then you have to study the concept, that is algebraic methods of solving a pair of linear equations. So what is the concept? This you have to understand, you have to study. So there are substitution method is I have taught you substitution method you have to study. Example 7 you have to study, which is based on substitution method. Then example 8 also you have to study, this is also based on substitution method. So you have a substitution method. So example 9 also you have to study and example 10 also you have to go through. Then you have exercise 3.3, in that question 1 you have to study and question 2 you have to study. Then comes elimination method. So this elimination method also I have taught you. You have to study the elimination method. And example 11 you have to study. And example 12 you have to study. Example 13 also you have to study. Then in exercise 3.4 question 1 you have to study. So question 2 is not there, so this much you don't need to study, but this you have to go through. Then cross multiplication method is cancelled. So the sums are based on substitution method and elimination method. So you don't need to study cross multiplication method. So I think that's it. So rest 3.5, exercise 3.5 you don't need to do, exercise 3.6 also you don't need to do. So that's it about this chapter. Now coming to chapter 4, quadratic equations. So in that also you have to understand the introduction, you have to understand what is quadratic equation. So concept you have to study. Then 4.2 quadratic equation that you have to study. Example 1 you have to study. I am marking all the question that is for the whole year of the syllabus. Okay, I am not mentioning only here for the first semester, but I am mentioning the whole book, which are the topics are included. So kindly see your syllabus, the chapters that are given to you. Accordingly you please prepare for the exam. So now on page 72, example 2 you have to study. And exercise 4.1 you have all the questions. So tick mark exercise 4.1, in that all the question you have to do it. Then page 74, 4.3 solution of a quadratic equation by factorization. So this concept you have to learn. And then example 3 you have to go through, example 4 also and example 5 also. And example 6 also you have to study. Then exercise 4.2 whole exercise you have. So all the sums in exercise 4.2 you have to study. Then example 10 on page 83, example 10 you have to study. And example 13 you have to study on page 85. Example 14 you have to study. Example 15 you have to study. And in exercise 4.3 question 2 you have to study. And then question 3, question 4, question 5, question 6, question 7, question 8. So that means exercise 4.3 you have question 2 to question 8 you have to study. Then you have to understand the nature of roots. This concept you have to study, which is based on example 16 you have to study, example 17 you have to go through, and example 18 also you have to study. Then exercise 4.4 you have all the sum, you have all the 5 sums you have to study. So that's it of this chapter. Then coming to chapter 5, arithmetic progressions. In that introduction part you have to learn what is arithmetic progression. So this you have to study. Then you have to understand arithmetic progressions. Okay, this all in the introduction part I am explaining. So this you have to understand very well. Then example 1 you have to study, example 2 you have to study. In exercise 5.1, question 1 you have to study, question 2 you have to study, and question 3 you have to study. Then you have to study nth term of an AP. So this concept also you have to understand and you have to study. Based on that, example 3 is there, you have to study, example 4 you have to study, example 5 you have to study, and example 6 you have to study, 7 you have to study, and 8 you have to study. Then coming to exercise 5.2, question 1 you have to study. Then here question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5, question 6, question 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 questions you have to study. 16 is not there. 16 to 20 you don't have. Then 5.4, sum of first n terms of an AP. So the sum of n terms of AP you have to study. This concept you have to study. So based on that you have example 11 you have to study. Then example 13 you have to study. Example 14 you have to study. Then coming to exercise 5.3, question 1, question 2, question 3 and up to 12 you have to study. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up to 12 you have to study. Remaining you don't need to study. That's it about chapter 5. Then coming to chapter 6, triangles. Introduction part you have to study. And then similarity, concept of similarity you have to study. This also I have explained. So this also you have to understand the concept. Then exercise 6.1, all the sums you have to do. Then coming to 6.3, similarity of triangle. This also you have to study, this concept, similarity of the triangles. That also I have explained. You have to go through all the introduction part of it so that you understand the concept. Then exercise 6.2, you have question 1 and question 2 which you have to study. Then coming to criteria for similarity of triangles. So there are criteria are there which I have explained to you. So this concept also you have to study. Then example 5 is there which you have to study. Then you have example 7 you have to study. Then exercise 6.3, question 1 you have to study and question 2 you have to study. So 3 you don't need to study. See, this many sums are excluded. So you don't need to do all this. In exercise 6.3 you have to do question 1 and question 2. Only 2 questions you have to do. This all you don't need to do. And in 6.5, areas of similar triangles. So here theorem 6.6 is very, very important. You have to study. Then exercise 6.4, question 1 you have to study. And question 8 you have to study. So only question 1 and question 8 you have to study in exercise 6.4. And then theorem 6.8, very important theorem. So this you have to study. Then based on that you have example 11 which you have to study. That's it about the chapter 6. Now coming to chapter 7, coordinate geometry here, where the introduction part you have to go through. And then distance formula I have explained to you. You have to study this distance formula. Example 1 you have to study. Example 2 you have to study. Example 3 you have to study. And exercise 7.1, you have question 1, question 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 questions are there. And then you have to study the section formula. Also is important. That also I have explained to you separately. So study the section formula. And then based on that you have example 6 you have, example 7 you have to study, and example 8 you have to study. Example 9 and example 10 also you have to study. And then exercise 7.2, full exercise you have to do. 7.2, all the questions you have to do. So that's it for chapter 7. Then chapter 8, introduction part compulsory you have to study. And then trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios you have to study. Then you have to study page 178. You have example 1, example 2 you have to study, and example 3 also you have to study. Then example 4, example 5 you have to study. And exercise 8.1, you have to study question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 11 you have to study. Then you have to study trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. So this concept you have to learn. Then based on that you have example 6 you have to study. Then example 7, example 8 you have to study. Then exercise 8.2 you have to study question 1, question 2, question 4 you have to study. Then you have to learn the concept trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So this concept you have to study, so that based on this concept when sum comes you should be able to do it. Now example 9 you have to study, example 11 you have to study. And exercise 8.3, question 1 you have to study, question 3 you have to study, and question 5 you have to study. And question 7 you have to study. Then exercise 8.4, you have question 1, question 2, question 3 and question 4 you have to study. Then chapter 9, introduction part compulsory you have to study some applications of trigonometry. Then you have to learn heights and distance. So whatever sums comes on heights and distance you should be able to solve. Then example 1 you have to study, 2 you have to study, example 3 you have to study. Then exercise 9.1, question 1, question 2, question 3 you have to study, and question 4 and 5 also you have to study. Rest of the sums you don't need to study. Now chapter 10 circles. In that introduction part compulsory you have to study, and then tangent to a circle also is compulsory, you have to study. These are the concepts which is explained to you. You have to go through. And exercise 10.1, you have all the sum you have to do. Exercise 10.1, whole thing you have to do it. Then number of tangents from a point on a circle. So this concept also you have to go through, you have to study. So whichever question asked based on that concept, you should be able to answer. Then exercise 10.2, question 1, question 2, question 3 you have to study, and question 6 and 7 you have to study. Now coming to chapter 11, constructions. In that introduction part you have to go through compulsory, because in the introduction I am explaining to you the base of these chapters. Then also you have to learn division of a line segment. This also in the introduction part I am explaining, you have to do it. So construction 11.1, how to divide a line segment in a given ratio. This also in the introduction part I will be explaining to you, so kindly go through. So this concept you have to learn very well. Then exercise 11.1, question 1 you have to study. Only that much. Rest all the sums you don't need. Then construction of tangents to a circle. So this concept also I'm explaining, you have to learn how to construct a tangent to a circle, you have to learn. So constructions 11.3, to construct the tangents to a circle from a point outside it. So this concept also you have to learn how to do it. Then exercise 11.2, you have question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you have to do it. That's it. Coming to chapter 12 now. Introduction part is compulsory. All the chapters introduction part you have to learn, because the basic concept is explained in that. Then perimeter and area of a circle. So this also you have to learn this concept. And then example 1 you have to learn. Exercise 12.1, question 1, question 2, question 3 you have to learn. And question 5 you have to learn. And also the concept areas of sector and segment of a circle. So this concept you have to learn. So based on this concept, any question comes, you should be able to answer. Then example 2 you have to learn. Then exercise 12.2, you have question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, 5, 6 questions you have to learn. So remaining questions you don't need to go through. But here question 14 you have to learn. So now coming to chapter 13, surface areas and volumes. Also introduction part very compulsory. You have to learn the introduction part of it. And then surface area of a combination of solids. So this concept also you have to learn. An example 1 you have to go through, you have to learn. Example 2 also you have to learn. Example 3 also you have to learn. And example 4 also you have to learn. Then exercise 13.1, full exercise you have to do. All the sums, 9 sums are there, all the sum you have to do it. And then volume of a combination of solids. So this concept also you have to learn. And example 5 you have to learn. Example 6 also you have to learn. And exercise 13.2, full exercise you have to do. All the sums you have to do. So that's it of this chapter. Then statistics. In that introduction part you have to learn mean of grouped data. So this concept you have to learn. An example 1 also you have to learn. Then page 267, example 2 you have to learn. Example 3 you have to learn. Then exercise 14.1, all the exercise, all the sums in this exercise you have to do it. All the sums you have to do it. There are total 9 sums are there, all 9 you have to do. Then mode of grouped data you have to learn. So what is a mode of group data? Then example 4 you have to learn. And example 5 you have to learn. Example 6 you have to learn. And exercise 14.2, all the sums you have to learn. Then comes median of grouped data. This concept also you have to learn. Then example 7, based on that you have to learn. Then example 8 also you have to learn. Then exercise 14.3, all the sums you have to learn. That's it. Exercise 14.4 you don't have, you don't need to do. Then 15th chapter, probability, complete chapter you have to do it. So here whole things are involved, so all the topics are included here. So I hope it is clear to you. I hope as I am doing, you also did marked all the questions. So all the best children, prepare well, because many things are reduced here for your practice. You don't need much. There is no much topics are there for you to practice. So please do well, and I wish all the best that you may do well in the board. God bless you. Thank you.